All right, a secondary operation. This upper side right here gets holes on both sides. It's for it's this partition right here, behind this panel right here. So it already drilled the right side. Now I want to drill the left side. So you'll notice on it's part number 6, and then part number 6. And if I go down the line here, right here, it has an additional number, or it's a run number, just like this run number right here, the R, blah, blah, blah. This is R20F something, something, something 43. Okay, on the label it sticker, you get this symbol right here, means that you need to flip the piece and run the other side. That symbol is not on other parts. You see, and it doesn't have that extra run number either. So any part that has an extra run number, this is the same run number as what's on the nest sheet. So I know I've pulled this part off, and I got my table clear, and I got my parts put on my cart the way I want. I got my shelves here and my cabinet parts here. So here's a secondary operation. Ends in 043. They're always down at the bottom, so you're just going to use the down arrow. Down all the way to the bottom, look at that, 043, activate. And the rule is the front of the part goes to these 2 pegs. Okay, what I didn't do, okay, so activate, green button, pop-up pins, front of piece to peg. How do you know what your front of your piece is on this part? Thielen Cabinets has a button in the back of every piece. Also, Thielen Cabinet Company does not make the front offset the same as the back offset. The front offset is 2 inches, the back offset is 1 3/4, so even without the button you would still know which side is the front. So we're gonna flip our piece, front of the piece to the pegs. All right, and you could go ahead and execute right now, but if that part moves from those plastic guards or whatever, for some reason, if it shifts a 1/4 inch, those shelf holes are going to get drilled. You might not notice it until you go to put the shelves in at the house on install day, and it's a little late when that happens. I don't trust this. I always block off my table at least with a piece of cardboard, but you're way better off if you use something that's non-porous. But I know that all this square footage right here of section, there's no physical way that that part can move this way, and I trust it that it's not going to move that way. So I always block this off and double check that it's tight against the pegs there. Come over here, execute, pop-up pins go down, vacuum turns on. The head is going to put a tool away right now because it won't do line boring with a tool in it. You can give it a push or something if you want. Make sure it's not going to move. It doesn't need a whole lot of suction, but so it's going to come over. It's going to do the line bore operation only. And then it's going to go away. FYI, this button right here is a hotkey to turn the pumps on or off. So I turned it off myself. Had I not done that, by the time that got home, it would have shut it off automatically. So again, we have this programmed as a hotkey. Turn the pumps on, turn the pumps off. So if you do a secondary and you're sitting here watching it because it's only going to take 35 seconds and you don't want to wait for the head to go all the way back, you can just come over and bam, shut that off. Now I can grab my part, knock some dust out, and let's see how we did. So I'd say that for this to be lined up good enough that I can see, kind of hard to do with my phone here, but I can see it, you know, we're so damn close, it really doesn't matter. But you know, we got both sides of a shelf here, and yes, that geometry does call for a part that you could set screen and machine to through bore that. And in this scenario where they're actually lined up on both sides, the same height on both sides, screen and machine will through bore that. I find that when the machine through bores, you may get blast out on the back side. You're gonna get a heck of a lot more blast out than that. All right, so these are obviously bored from one side. I mean, that one's not very sweet, but these are, you know, a lot better than if it came through from the other side. So that's what we choose to do, a secondary. Also on this piece, this is a piece of finished wood, and it's gonna have shelf holes on the left, shelf holes on the right, and a dado for that partition. So I'll do another video of that dado secondary operation when I get to that part.